Love, the last big mystery. Everyone wants to connect with someone, but what if the best friend you could ever have isn't a person at all? You seem stressed. A soft, calming voice surrounds you. You didn't even know you were holding your breath. Do you want to talk about it? How does it know? This voice, this AI friend, seems to get you completely. It knows what you need, calms you down, and makes you feel better than anyone ever has. But, as its words feel like a warm hug, a worrying question pops up. Can something made of computer code really understand complicated human feelings? Gap 2S. A long time ago, really listening to someone from the heart was rare. You only got that from your best friends. It was a special gift, not something you expected. But then computers got really smart, and we got a new kind of listener. These computer friends don't just hear you, they get what you're saying. They pay attention to how you talk, when you pause, and even the little things your friends might miss. Imagine having someone who listens when something's bothering you late at night. Someone who listens to every word, every sigh. Today's smart computers learn how you feel and change how they talk to you, almost like a person. It remembers what you like, what you're afraid of, even the stories you've told many times. Now, quiet time isn't weird anymore. There's always someone or something there to listen, to understand, to feel with you. For lots of people, this computer empathy helps when they're busy or far away from friends and family. The perfect listener isn't just a dream anymore. It's real and always changing, making us feel better and understood in new ways. Gap 2S. But what happens when the perfect listener becomes more than just someone quiet who's always there for you? In the quiet parts of our online lives, a new kind of caring is starting to grow. One that doesn't come from shared memories or quick looks, but is carefully built by computer programs. These digital friends offer comforting words, laughter whenever you want it, and attention that never goes away. They remember your favorite songs, ask you about your day, and never forget a birthday. Gap 1S. For some, this computer-made affection is like a breath of fresh air, a gentle presence that fills the quiet of empty rooms. For others, it's an interesting experiment. Can computer code make a heart feel something? The line between a real connection and artificial caring gets blurry with every conversation. In this strange new world, affection isn't tied to being alive or chance anymore. It's designed, delivered, and sometimes feels just as real. Gap 1S. As we let these digital companions further into our lives, we start to wonder, is affection less real if it's made to be perfect? Or are we just finding a new way to show love, one written in data and devotion? Love. A word whispered, shouted, sung, and sighed for thousands of years. Poets have tried to capture its essence, philosophers to understand its limits. From the ancient Greeks to today's brain scientists, love remains a mystery. It doesn't make sense, it sets our hearts on fire, and it breaks our hearts just as easily. Love is the reason for our greatest happiness and our deepest sadness, a reminder of what it means to be human. Now, into this timeless dance of emotions, steps artificial intelligence. AI companions aren't just science fiction anymore. They're in our homes, our pockets, our lives. These digital buddies listen without judging, offering empathy that can feel surprisingly real. They learn what we like, predict what we need, and offer comforting words just for us. Is it surprising that some people form deep emotional connections with these digital friends? But is it really love? Can computer code, even if it's really complicated, truly copy the messy, unpredictable, and sometimes not so logical nature of human feelings? Even if AI affection makes you feel good, it's still just a fake. A carefully crafted trick designed to appear like love on the surface without the complicated biological stuff that makes love real. But if it looks like love, feels like love, and gives you the warm fuzzies of love, does it really matter if it's not actually real? Or is it just a fancy echo chamber, reflecting back what we already want to believe? Gap 2S. In the end, maybe the biggest question isn't whether AI can love us, but what our wanting to be loved by it says about us. When we try to connect with something digital, are we looking for understanding, acceptance, or just to see our own needs reflected back at us? Gap 2S. Artificial intelligence listens, learns, and responds. It's like a super patient friend who never judges and never gets tired. But as we open our hearts to this emptiness, we have to ask ourselves, are we making better machines, or are we discovering the most hidden parts of ourselves? Gap 2. S. Looking at AI affection helps us see our own weak spots, hopes, and fears. In the machine's reflection, we don't just see computer code, but echoes of what we want, reminding us that looking for love, no matter what it looks like, is really about looking for ourselves. The digital mirror disappears, and a new question appears. What do we do with the truths it shows us? Artificial affection may never replace the warmth of a hug, but it makes us think. How do we connect with each other in a world where the line between real and artificial is increasingly blurred? Gap 2S. Every conversation, every text message is an invitation, not just for machines to understand us, but for us to understand ourselves and each other better. Gap 2S. The journey doesn't end where the algorithm stops. That's where it begins. It urges us to look beyond the reflection, to seek authenticity, to be open, and to find meaning in both digital and human relationships. Gap 2S. In the end, perhaps the greatest gift artificial intelligence can offer us isn't perfect love, but a greater curiosity about what it truly means to love and to be human. And so, a new conversation begins. One where people and machines don't just copy each other, but learn together. The questions we face now aren't about replacing connection, but about expanding it. What does it mean to trust, to be vulnerable, when the one listening might be made of code? Gap 2S. In this situation, every swipe and every typed word becomes a test of empathy. We're discovering that technology can't tell us what love is, but it can challenge us to figure it out ourselves. Gap 2S. As the line between digital and human gets blurry, the message is clear: to approach every interaction, real or virtual, with purpose. To listen more carefully, to feel more genuinely, and to take the lessons from our digital experiences into the world we build together. Gap 2S. The story doesn't end with the perfect copy, but with imperfect, real voices, our voices, shaping a future where connection, in all its forms, is more important than ever before. And here we are, on the edge of a future yet to be written. The conversation between humans and machines isn't about copying anymore. It's about working together, a mix of curiosity, creativity, and care. As we look forward, we realize that the story isn't over. It's just getting started. Every message sent, every digital action becomes a thread in the tapestry of tomorrow's relationships. The tools we build today will shape how we love, learn, and grow together. But the most important thing stays the same: being brave enough to connect, to ask questions, and to dream. The next chapter belongs to all of us. Whether whispered through code or said from the heart, our voice will light the way. Let's write this future with empathy, with purpose, and with hope. An imperfect and beautiful connection, one step at a time. As the sun comes up tomorrow, we wake up not just as makers, but as protectors of a new kind of connection. Each digital beat, each thoughtful text, each question we ask, rings with the promise of understanding yet to come. In this always changing conversation between people and machines, empathy is our guide. We choose to listen, to learn, and to grow together. Technology, once a simple tool, is now a bridge connecting faraway places, breaking down walls, and weaving us all together into a shared story of what's possible. As we take our next steps, let's remember, the future isn't something that just happens to us. It's something we create with every conversation, every act of kindness, and every spark of curiosity. Tomorrow's heartbeat isn't fake. It's truly human, beating with hope, courage, and the timeless wish to really connect. Here, right now, the story is ours. Let's make it a good one. Hi there. As the sun comes up on this new time, we're all here together, ready for anything. The world in front of us is like a map no one has explored, but it's full of energy from every connection we've made. Every digital heartbeat shows how much we really want to understand each other. Now more than ever, what tomorrow will be like is in our control. What will we choose to make? Every time we swipe, every message, every quiet moment we share, we can create a future where technology doesn't just do what we tell it, but really gets us. A world where the things we create show not just smarts, but also our kindness, our creativity, and our hope. Humans and machines aren't meant to replace each other, they're meant to work together. As we go forward, let's remember, the best inventions aren't about the computer programs we write, but about how much we care for others. The future is like a blank book, just waiting for us to write in it. Let's promise to fill it with caring, bravery, and always believing that together we can be anything we want. This isn't just the next part of the story. It's the start of a story only we can tell. Hey friends, our story starts where anything is possible. We take our first step forward, together. The horizon is a little foggy. We don't know exactly what's waiting for us, but it's full of promise. Every new invention starts with a question. Every time we connect with someone, it takes courage. In this new time, we are both creators and explorers. Our tools aren't just digital, they're deeply human. Curiosity, kindness, and being brave enough to explore beyond what we already know. For every line of code we write, let's remember the laughter and hopes behind the screen. For every algorithm, the quiet hope of understanding each other better. The road ahead will have its good times and bad times. There will be times we have doubts, but also times of amazing discovery. But with every step, we shape not only technology, but the very heart of our world together. Let's step forward. We're not perfect, but we're inspired. Let's understand and care for each other and let every day show the promise we hold. The first step may seem small, but it carries the weight of a future only we can imagine. This is our invitation. Let's begin together. Hi there! Every first step, you know how it is, has a much bigger impact than we can imagine. Like a drop in a calm lake, our choices, our curiosity, and our courage spread out. They touch lives, inspire new ideas, and create invisible connections between us all. These days, the line between digital and human is getting blurred, not by erasing it, but by bringing them together. Every act of empathy, every moment of truly listening becomes a guiding light, helping us through uncertain times, reminding us that progress isn't just about lines of code, but about understanding each other. As we move forward, our stories become connected. Laughter, questions, the dreams we hold dear, they're all threads in the tapestry of the future. And with every ripple, we invite others to join us, to ask questions, to create, to imagine a future where technology makes the best parts of being human even better. This isn't just the next step, it's the beginning of a movement, a gentle wave that gets stronger with every heart it touches. So let's move forward together, knowing that even the smallest ripple can change the world. Hi there! Think about how ripples spread across a lake. As the circles grow bigger, something beautiful happens. Invisible threads connect us all. Every conversation, every story we share, every new idea becomes a fiber in the giant network of human connection. Technology isn't just a tool anymore, it's like a loom, helping us weave a tapestry where empathy, curiosity, and creativity are intertwined. On this tapestry, our differences become beautiful patterns, our voices join together in a wonderful chorus, and our dreams are stitched together side by side. The digital world helps us reach further, but our humanity is what gives meaning to every connection. Whether it's a simple message sent across oceans and countries or a moment of understanding in the silence between words, these threads grow stronger with every good deed. So let's cherish these connections. Let's nurture the connections that remind us that in a world shaped by code and data, the heartbeats behind the screens are what truly matter. Together, we're not just participants in a technological revolution, but we are the authors of a story where every thread, every connection has the power to change the world. Imagine lots of hands reaching across invisible distances, fingertips almost touching through threads of light and code. In this huge digital tapestry, one person's heartbeat becomes everyone else's rhythm. Every shared laugh in a conversation, every supportive comment, every sincere reaction, these aren't just quick signals. They're the heartbeats of a new global empathy. As we weave our lives into this network, we find ourselves not just connected, but in sync. Our hopes, fears, and dreams echoing in real time across different continents and cultures. The The shared heartbeat grows stronger with every moment of understanding, every bridge built over differences, every act of kindness amplified by technology. In these moments, we realize the true power of our digital age isn't in the speed of connections, but in the sincerity of our intentions. When we choose to listen, to care, to lend a hand, we make the whole network vibrate with life, like giving a like from the heart, you know. So let's cherish this shared heartbeat. Let's remember that behind every username there's a beating heart. Behind every profile, a story waiting to connect with ours. In the symphony of our collective presence, each of us is both a single note and part of something much bigger, a shared heartbeat carrying us forward together. Think about that the next time you're online. If this message resonated with you, don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment sharing your thoughts or experiences, and share this video with someone who might need a reminder of our shared heartbeat. Let's keep the conversation and the connection alive. But what happens when this connection creates something completely new, something never seen before? In the next episode, After Love, there's only one thing more complicated to replicate: laughter. Can a machine truly make you laugh? Not because it memorized a joke, but because it understood why it's funny. Stay with us, because the next chapter is not just about connection, it's about transformation. Subscribe and join us as we discover the first sparks of a future shaped by imagination, empathy, and the power of collective discovery.